Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a topic poised to significantly impact many of our lives, especially if you're raising a family in today's economy. We're talking about the child tax credit and some key updates that could mean more money in your pocket, importantly, acting as a lifeline for millions of families across the country. Did you know there's been a major push to expand the child tax credit, a move experts say could lift hundreds of thousands of children out of poverty? It's a game changer, folks. Today, we're going to break down everything you need to know about these updates, what's changing, who's eligible, and how it could benefit you and your family. In times like these, understanding how to maximize your benefits isn't just smart, it's essential. So, let's start with the basics. The child tax credit has been a hot topic in Congress lately, with a lot of back and forth between parties. Here's the scoop. There's a proposed expansion that could significantly increase the credit amount for working families, making it a pivotal piece of legislation for millions. And while the road has been rocky, with some opposition, now, there's a growing sense of optimism that we could see some positive changes soon. You might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, let me paint a picture for you. This expansion isn't just about numbers on a page, it's about real-life impact. We're talking about lifting 400,000 children out of poverty. Imagine the difference that could make in the lives of families struggling to make ends meet. For many, this credit is a beacon of hope, offering a bit more breathing room in their budgets. But here's where it gets interesting. The debate in Congress has been intense, with some opposing the bill over specific provisions. Yet, behind closed doors, there's a whisper of consensus, with some lawmakers signaling they could support the bill with minor tweaks. This is politics in action, folks, where negotiation and compromise are the names of the game. Now, you might be asking, how does this affect me? Great question. If the expansion goes through, eligible families could see a more substantial tax credit for their children, possibly even for multiple children. This means more money back in your pocket, which could help cover everything from groceries to school supplies. But it's not a done deal yet. The clock is ticking, and as lawmakers return from recess, all eyes are on the Senate. The question on everyone's mind, will they manage to push this through? And if they do, how quickly could the IRS implement these changes? The proposal to expand the child tax credit is part of a larger $79 billion legislation package aiming to do two major things. First, it wants to lift hundreds of thousands of children out of poverty by expanding this credit. Second, it aims to extend certain corporate tax breaks. This legislation is significant because it tries to strike a balance between helping working families and maintaining incentives for businesses. However, negotiations have been tense. The bill already passed the House with broad bipartisan support, no small feat in today's political climate. Yet, it hit a snag in the Senate, primarily due to opposition from Senator Mike Crapo and other Republicans who have raised concerns about certain provisions. One major sticking point has been the provision that allows low-income families to use a prior year's income to qualify for a larger tax credit. The idea here is to make the credit more accessible to families whose incomes may vary year to year, but this has faced some pushback. Despite these hurdles, there's a glimmer of hope. Behind closed doors, some GOP lawmakers are reportedly warming up to the bill, especially with small changes that have been proposed. This includes tweaking the contentious look-back provision, which has been a major blockade. These adjustments could be enough to sway the opposition and finally get the bill across the finish line. And here's why this is crucial. The child tax credit has proven to be a powerful tool in reducing child poverty. The temporary expansion in 2021 showed remarkable results, with millions of children kept out of poverty. However, that expansion expired, and with it, the rates of child poverty bounced back up. This legislation is an opportunity to make a lasting change. But time is of the essence. With the Senate returning from recess and the tax deadline approaching, there's a narrow window to get this done. The IRS has indicated it could apply the credit retroactively, which is fantastic news. However, the real pressure is on Congress to act swiftly. Senator Ron Wyden, a key figure in these negotiations, has shown a willingness to compromise, even offering to drop the look-back provision if it means getting the bill passed. This is a significant concession, highlighting the urgency and importance of expanding the child tax credit. Yet, the ball is in Senator Crapo's court. His stance and negotiations could very well determine the fate of this bill. It's a high-stakes game of give and take, with the well-being of millions of American families hanging in the balance. So, what does all this mean for you? Well, if you're a parent or guardian, the outcome of these negotiations could directly impact your finances. An expanded child tax credit could provide a significant boost, helping to cover the costs of raising children in today's economy. It's a potential game changer, offering not just financial relief but a step towards eradicating child poverty. And now, as these negotiations unfold, it's more important than ever to stay informed and understand the implications. These are the moments that define the kind of society we want to live in, one where supporting families and children is a priority. I hope this gives you a clearer picture of the current state of negotiations and what's at stake with the child tax credit expansion. As always, I'll be here to keep you updated on any developments. Your thoughts, experiences, and insights are invaluable, so please keep the conversation going in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the child tax credit expansion? How would it impact your family? Drop your comments below because this is a conversation that affects us all. Together, we can navigate these complex issues and advocate for policies that uplift everyone. Thanks, and please subscribe for more in-depth analysis and updates on important issues like this. Together, let's make sense of how these policies affect our lives and our future. See you next time.